Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight,
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla, and if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Always happy to have you. If you are new here, I like to do a lot of books, lifestyle, cozy content here on this channel, so if any of that interests you, make sure you stick around. We love to have you join the fam. Today, I'm excited. I believe, I'm gonna confirm that this is my first video of 2023. It is. Welcome to my first video of 2023. I am so excited. I have so much fun content planned for you guys this year. I am really working to get consistent on this channel and over on my Instagram, which is why I'm actually pre-filming this video like 2 weeks early, trying to get some stuff edited and uploaded and ready to go for the start of the new year. Today we have my 2023 January TBR. I have a couple books here. Some have not come out yet. I have my 2023 planner where all these books are gonna go in, and let's get started. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, if you're reading anything great, you think there's anything that I need to be reading, let me know in the comments as always. And if there's anything on your January 2023 TBR that you'd like to see me read as well, let me know down in the comments. Let's make it happen. We're a team here. Tell me what I should be reading. I am going to preface this by saying I have eight books on my TBR for January. I can almost guarantee that that's not going to happen as much as I would love it to. I just don't think it's likely. January is gonna be a pretty busy month for me. Don't see myself reading all 8, but that's fine. I have not yet set my yearly reading goal for 2023. I know some people don't do that, but I personally do, just to see what I'm capable of and see what I can read in a year, which is pretty much the only reason why I track. I don't necessarily track to get to the goal, but just to see what I read in a year. This year in 2022, I did surpass my reading goal. I read 30 something books instead of just 30. I have been battling internally whether or not I will keep that goal or increase it, but let us jump into this video. If I don't have the book, I will try and put a cover image right there. First and foremost, I'm so excited for this release. That is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. It is her new book in the world of set in the world of The Cruel Prince. I can never remember if it's the Folk of Air or the Elfhame series. I think it's the Folk of Air, technically is the series name, but we're going back to Elfhame. Oak has grown up, and this is either a new series, a spin-off series, a trilogy, or just a standalone that follows grown-up Oak. That releases on January 3rd. There is a launch event at the bookstore I used to work, An Unlikely Story. Unfortunately, the tickets have sold out. I tried to get them, but clearly I was not fast enough for that. So yeah, I will be getting that book very early in January. The next, I believe, is also a January 3rd release, but maybe not, to go back and reference my most anticipated reads of 2023 video, but that is Happy Place by Emily Henry, a nice little rom-com romance. I've been really loving those this year. I read a lot of those. I feel like 2021 I read Regency romance, 2022 I read rom-com romance, and 2023 is gonna be a mix of both, and we're starting strong with Emily Henry. Next, I have the book and I'm going to read it, and I know I'm going to read it because I have to, because it is one of my book club picks, and that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. My sister picked Malibu Rising. She is a big Taylor Jenkins Reid fan. I think she said 7 Husbands of Elizabeth Hugo. Oh, Evelyn, I was so close, was like one of her favorite books of all time. We're also going to Puerto Rico in January, and I think this is going to be a good vacation book to bring along. So this one will definitely be read in January. Next, we have another book that comes out late 2022 that I don't have my hands on a physical copy yet, and that is 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. I love the Truly Devious series, and this is book 5 in the Truly Devious series. I did not know that this was coming out. This like totally crept up on me, and it comes out on my birthday. It comes out on December 27th, so I will be definitely purchasing that book and reading it in January 2023. I also am thinking about doing a Truly Devious like read with me throughout the year, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments, and we will enjoy Truly Devious together. The next is a book that I do have in front of me, and that is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I feel like I talked about the Inheritance Scheme series a ton on my channel in 2022, but if you are unfamiliar, this is the third and final book in the Inheritance Schemes trilogy. Inheritance Games follows Avery Graham, who is a girl who is pretty down on her luck, kind of a rags to riches Cinderella story of this girl who was approached and informed that she was included in a will of a billionaire who's recently passed away that she has never met before. She has inherited all of his fortune, with the stipulation that she has to survive living in his estate with his family for 1 year in order to collect on his will. And no one knows why Avery has been left all of this money, all of these assets, and she spends the first 2 books trying to figure out why in the world did this guy pick her of all people? How did he know about her? How did he find her? Why is she going to get all this money? But she's also maybe falling in love with some of the grandsons, trying to stay alive because people are trying to murder her. This is the, I believe, final installment. This is the final book of the trilogy. I am not ready. Like, I am ready, but I'm not. Like, I don't want this series to end because it is so good. It's so gripping, so fast paced. Next book. This is a TikTok influenced me to buy this book, and I'm very excited. It just seems wholesome and cute and whimsical, and I do have it here in front of me, and that is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This is like a kind of a D&D, Dungeons and Dragons-esque fiction book about this I don't know what kind of creature she is, but Viv is a character who has like gone on these epic adventures and battles, and she finally hangs up her sword to open a coffee shop. A little cafe in this like medieval fantastical town. And I've heard so many good things about this book, about all the travelers that she meets, all that she experiences, and I'm super excited here. Like, this just seems like a wholesome, sweet, like escapist, enchanting book. Like, if you just want to go play D&D in a read, I think this is the book for you. So I'll be checking this out. It's pretty short, actually. It's less than 300 pages. It's about 280 pages. I think that this is going to be fantastic. I haven't played D&D in a very long time. I haven't read like an adult fantasy in a long time either. So this, I think, will be just the cup of tea. An easy, not super intense read, unless I've been totally led astray by TikTok. The last one, this is a goal for 2023. This is a reading goal for 2023, and honestly, I set this goal every year and I've never achieved it. So will 2023 be the year? We're gonna find out, my friends. We are going to find out. I would like to reread the entire Harry Potter series. I know Miss Rowling is canceled. Some people have canceled her. I understand. However, the nostalgia and the love that I have for this series runs deep. I will always be a Harry Potter girly, and I'm unapologetic about that fact. I have tried to do this multiple times, multiple years in a row. I think I've set this goal probably since I was a freshman in high school, at the latest, you know, like the longest it's been since high school. I have not reread all of these books since I was in middle school. I think I was in like 7th grade, maybe 8th grade, when I reread the series again and I read the last one again. I have been just wanting to get to book 7, but like my brain, I need to read them in order, reread them in order, and absorb the entire story. We are trying to make that happen this year. And to start, we're starting early. We're going in on this goal. We are going to try and read the first Harry Potter book in the series, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is my OG copy. I will be reading this book every time I do it. Every time I make it through this challenge, I make it through the first 3 books. I've never even made it to book 4, and book 4 is my favorite. So this year I need to make it happen, and we're starting off strong. We're starting early. I think if I can read 1 Harry Potter book a month at least, I have at least until July. I can get it done by July if I really focus, but then I give myself 5 grace months if I can't do a Harry Potter a month. And the last one, and this one might not actually be on the TBR, it's not super high priority because it all depends on the book that I'm currently reading. I am right now reading the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard for the first time. I'm on book 1. I'm reading the Red Queen right now, and I'm really liking it. But I think that there are points where this book could go south that I'm just like not interested. I'm very, very interested right now, but I don't know by the end. I could like this series and want to keep going, or I could not. But in the event that I do like this series, I'm gonna add the second book, The Glass Sword, to my TBR for January. Here's another thing that I think I'm going to try this year, and it might be disastrous for me in my reading in 2023. I think I'm going to try and read multiple books at once. I know, crazy. My thing is, once I read 1 book at a time, if I'm not loving it, I'm just not going to read, because I feel like I have to read that book and I'm not excited about it. I don't want to read it, so I just don't read. I'll do something else instead. But if I really like a book and it sucks me in and it grips me, I'll read the whole thing and be done with it super fast. My thinking is, if I start reading a book and I don't like it, or I'm not loving it as much as I should or I could, if I start a different book and I have those 2 going congruently, if I get to a good spot in the book that I don't really like, that's great. If I get to a bad spot, I can switch to the other book, and then when that book gets boring, go back to the other one. That's my thinking. That's my thought process. I don't know if it's gonna be successful, but we will see. Follow along on this journey with me. Can I read more than 1 book at a time? Do you read more than 1 book at a time? Typically, I've not been able to keep them straight, or I've just had like 10 books started all at once, and it's not the most successful. So we shall see. I would love to be one of those booktubers and book people that can read 90 books in a year, but my reading 1 book at a time is not conducive to that. That is everything that I want to read in January 2023. What do we think? How's this TBR looking? Did I make some good choices? Are there other things I should add in? Do you have better picks? I will see you guys in my next one. Friday, I'm going to unbox and set up my 2023 reading planner with you. I am very excited. I love my planners. So I'm excited to share that with you. So I will see you on Wednesday and see you on Friday. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and happy reading, friends. Bye.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me? Or